Investigative journalism sounds very fascinating, right? When you talk about investigation, gives you a feeling कि आप ना CBI या फिर FBI में काम कर रहे हो. All investigation, there is so much of suspense, there's so much of thriller. Yes, what you see in a movie is the real life of a journalist, but with a lot of fear and a lot of challenges which they have to go through. In this video, guys, I'm going to tell you what is exactly investigative journalism. इसका मतलब क्या होता है and इसे investigative journalism क्यों बोला जाता है? Why it is different from a regular journalism. Hey guys, this is Pooja Gupta. Welcome to Media Mentor. If you're here on my channel for the first time, I make a lot of informative videos related to mass communication, journalism, mass media colleges, studies, everything related to mass media. So make sure that you subscribe to my channel. And yes, watch this video till the end because I'm going to tell you a lot of interesting things about investigative journalism. अगर आप मुझे definition पूछो investigative journalism का, it's quite difficult because it's too much of multi-layered. इसका बहुत सारा definition आप बना सकते हो because you know what, for a matter of fact, investigative journalism is also called as watchdog journalism, in-depth journalism, public service journalism, journalism of outrage, and lot of names are there. बिकॉज इनका जो काम है ना वो एक ही है, बट वेन यू टॉक अबाउट इन्वेस्टिगेशन वो ज्यादा रेलेवेंट लगता है बिकॉज ये सारी चीजें करने के लिए इन्वेस्टिगेट करना ही पड़ता है. That's why so many names. So when you talk about being a watchdog journalist or in-depth journalism, you talk about journalism of outrage, everything is investigative journalism. Among layman, investigative journalism invokes a picture of crime reporting. For some, any news because it requires investigation. So there is a difference between a reporter, a journalist, then in front of journalists you have a lot of types of journalism. But for the matter of fact, the baseline of journalism remains the same. However, the daily news and the investigative news have a difference, especially in the terms of the in-depth research, issued cover, the focus, and even the information gathering techniques. अगर एक नॉर्मल जर्नलिस्ट को न्यूज रिपोर्ट करनी है, उसकी जो इन्वेस्टिगेशन होगी वो बोलते हैं ना द अपर लेयर होगी कि जस्ट क्या क्या हुआ, कैसे हुआ. बट व्हेन यू टॉक अबाउट इन्वेस्टिगेटिंग अ स्टोरी, the reporter, the journalist has to go deep inside the matter, do a in-depth research of all the documentation, the incident occurred, what kind of crime it is, or say malfunctioning it is, anything. So that will require a lot of time, lot of research. That's why it is different from a generic news story. So अगर हम in-depth investigative journalism की बात करें, so an investigative journalist actually unveils the fact which is hidden. मतलब कि there are a lot of things which is purposely hidden. An investigative journalist try to bring out those facts. Secondly, कोई चीज जो एक systematic crime चल रहा होता है. So there was one incident, I'll give you an example, where all our MPs and MLA was showing the flight tickets because MP MLAs, you know that they enjoy our tax money, so they get free travel. A certain number of travel is free, their meetings and everything. So supposedly a person wants to go from Delhi to Kerala. The flight ticket which he submitted to, remuneration was from Delhi to San Francisco to Bangalore, and that is what generated a question mark. So the journalist, who is a very well-known journalist of our country, Josie Joseph, take this story, did all the documents of most of the MPs and MLAs that how they were misusing their facilities, which was for public services. Imagine how much of public money goes in organized crime. That's why investigative journalism is really, really important. It is a risky job, but it's a pride. I mean, being an investigative journalism is a pride because you are working for the people. You are working for the benefit of the society. Investigative journalism in our country is a need of an hour because the press freedom of India has fallen down miserably. You can understand if the press freedom has come down. Press is a watchdog of the nation. That is a job of the journalist to be the watchdog of the nation. But what our journalists or the reporters or the anchors or the press is doing these days, we all know. That's why I'm really happy that, the beat as an investigative journalism is now taken seriously by the universities, by the institutes, so that student can generate more and more interest and know that what a investigative journalist can do. I'm coming up with a lot of videos on investigative journalism, such as the case studies of investigative journalism, then the journalists who have done the brilliant job with their investigative stories. Also, what are the qualities required to become an investigative journalist? What kind of jobs you should apply, and which organization will help you achieve your dream of becoming an investigative journalist. I will be making all of these videos, so stay tuned for that. Do subscribe so that you will get the update as and when I upload these videos. For today, I hope you understood what is the concept of investigative journalism. If there is any question, you can write in the comment box below and let me know. I will try to answer all of your questions. Thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned for a lot of such informative videos on Media Mentor. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.